Hi everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. For those watching for the first time, welcome. My name is Dan Pardo, and this is episode 7 of Pardo's Turn, my weekly Wednesday web series where I do a bit of song analysis from a music director's point of view, and perhaps shed a little light on what makes the gems of our musical theater canon so great. Today I have the pleasure of welcoming on the delightful Julie Benko. We just crossed paths at the Weston Playhouse where she was finishing up a stellar production of Our Town playing Emily and led by the amazing Christopher Lloyd. You may have seen Julie on Broadway in the latest revivals of Fiddler on the Roof and Les Mis, or perhaps on the national tour of Spring Awakening. Today, we're going to try something new on Pardo's Turn. Rather than doing a deep dive into one song, we are going to take a look at one of Julie's dream roles, Eliza Doolittle from My Fair Lady, and unpack her character arc through the lens of two of her songs, Wouldn't It Be Loverly and I Could Have Danced All Night. More than Sandy from Grease, Fiona from Shrek, or the entire cast of Beauty and the Beast, I would argue that Eliza Doolittle undergoes one of the greatest transformations in the Broadway repertoire. She starts out as a Cockney flower girl, covered in dirt with a thick accent, salty attitude, and the firm footing on the bottom of the socioeconomic ladder. With the help of Professor Henry Higgins, she literally lifts herself out of the gutter, becoming a woman of refined grace and sophistication. While her journey was well developed in George Bernard Shaw's original play Pygmalion, the songs of My Fair Lady, written by Alan J. Lerner and Frederick Lowe, expertly assist Miss Doolittle from point A to point B. In Wouldn't It Be Loverly, Lerner and Lowe establish Eliza Doolittle as an unpolished street vendor, crafting a song that can only be sung by a poor flower girl. The chords are basic, the accompaniment style is a simple umchak pattern, and the melody strolls along at a walking tempo stepwise, all in a fairly limited range. Everything is pretty lowbrow. The central rhythmic figure, is suggestive of a soft shoe dance step that you might see a panhandler trot out to get a shilling or two from a wealthy passerby. And the other primary motive featured in the vocal is a trio of clumsy quarter notes on the first 3 beats of every bar. Even a caveman could sing the song, certainly the verses at least. Now contrast that with I Could Have Danced All Night. First off, the song is shot out of a cannon with a concerto-like piano figure that sounds like someone important is about to enter the room. The verse commands authority and attention, jumping around in large intervals, ascending all the way up a Dorian scale, and then resolving back into the tonic for the start of the refrain. And what a refrain! Whereas Loverly barely exceeds an octave throughout the course of the entire song, I Could Have Danced All Night leaps up an octave in just 4 notes. I could have danced, and then relaxes to the major 7th in a chord that exudes sophistication. All night! It's followed up by retracing that major 7th chord and resolving down again to a major 6th. I could have danced all night, another velvety harmony that sounds like it's reserved for a fancy soiree. The melodic contour is mimicked a few more times over different chord changes, and all the while, the rhythmic feel is no longer that pedestrian shuffling from the top of the act. No, it's elegant, straight 8th notes like she's skating on glass or gliding across a ballroom. And then there's the comparative endings. The last few bars of Loverly demonstrate a wistful longing, singing a series of appoggiaturas, that's that Loverly gesture, that alternate between higher, optimistic voicings and lower renditions that sound like it's not meant to be. Ultimately, she settles. Loverly, 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 loverly. But at the end of I Could Have Danced All Night, Eliza is confident, full-voiced, and in stride, singing a glorious G above the staff, the highest note for her in the entire show. I could have danced, danced, danced all night. How's that for a different ending? Hey, Julie.
Hi, Dan.
So we are here at Weston Playhouse.
My favorite place.
So we are here for different projects, but overlapping. I'm starting a run of Fun Home, which is really exciting, and you are ending Our Town, which I saw last week and was spectacular. It was the first time I had ever seen the play. So what was that like for you?
Doing Our Town is amazing. It's actually my first ever play. I've always done musicals, so it's been remarkably relaxing not to like stress about your singing voice every single day.
Do you have a long warm-up process when you're doing a musical?
No, but it's just, you're always like, what am I eating? What am I drinking? How much sleep am I getting? What's the pollen count in the air? Like every little thing can just cause a little bit, just stress and strain, and it's been remarkably just relaxing to not have to deal with any of that. But Emily in Our Town is also one of the most intense and emotionally trying roles as well. So it has not been relaxing in that way, but vocally it has.
Are you going to continue doing straight plays? Is it something that you've enjoyed?
Yes, I'm definitely going to keep doing straight plays. And I'm actually starting my master's in acting this fall at NYU's Tisch School of the Arts. So I am going to be just doing straight plays for the next 3 years.
That's really exciting. Now, you were here last year for Once, which you're doing again in Michigan, you said?
In Michigan in August.
Okay. Do you do a lot of actor-musician type roles, or is that a first for you?
That was a first for me, and I hope I get to do more. Now that I've done that, I get auditions for more things like that.
Yeah, of course.
So, I hope I get to do more of that.
So you play piano, obviously, as a girl, and you said you play the flute as well?
I play the flute, yes. It's a very uncool instrument.
My wife has a master's in it, so...
Really?
Yes, she does. So, My Fair Lady, what is it about Eliza that draws you in?
Well...
I think it's probably one of the most, the source material is great. So,
Pygmalion is a perfect play. Eliza is an incredible character in the music. It's like the best written music. It so comes out of character. It's all of the lyrics are so perfect for every character. But it's just, and Eliza, she has such an incredible transformation, and to go from, you get to really be, like a filthy gutter snipe, and just be, it's just, you can do all of this really fun stuff where you can physically and vocally, but then you get to do the complete opposite of. And I think she's a really strong person, a really strong character. And, I think there's been a lot of discussion now that the new revival is out, where people go, like, I don't know why this is even being revived. It's about a man who crafts this woman into what he wants her to be and what his image of a perfect woman is. But actually, that's not the case at all. She comes to him wanting to change, and it ends up becoming a much greater commentary on society and class structure and the limitations on gender in every single strata of class in this place and time. And
so I think the transformation kind of goes two ways too.
Yeah.
It's not like Higgins is this person who starts in the place and then teaches this person, and then she's like, thank you for teaching me this thing.
Right. No, she teaches him to feel and to be human instead of to be this monster. So, this cold...
Yeah, which I think builds a lot of empathy, especially in today's climate. I think it's a perfect time for My Fair Lady.
Oh yeah, me too. And I just thought this production that I saw was so stunning.
Oh, you saw the revival?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I have 2 friends in it. I really want to see it, and I will soon. So.
Yeah, well, it's great. And the set and the performances and everything is just wonderful.
Okay. So the other thing I'd love to do on my... on Pardo's turn is to plug my friend's stuff. So we have a new album coming out, or how recently did you release it?
It came out October 2017.
Okay, so it's been out for a while, but now it's on Spotify.
Yep.
And we have the CD here.
Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal,
Great.
all of those streaming places, but also in hard copy where you can get it on CD Baby.
Great. So tell me about the album. What was the process for you?
Oh my God. It took about a year to put it all together. The album is a jazz album,
And it's called?
It's called Introducing Julie Benko.
Introducing Julie Benko.
Introducing me. But yeah, it has 3 originals that I wrote on it, and then some musical theater tunes that we jazzified, and then some jazz standards. So
who did your arrangements?
Jason Yeager, who is a jazz pianist,
Great.
and he also plays piano on this. Yeah.
Shall we go inside and sing?
Let's go sing.
I couldn't sleep tonight, but for all the jewels in the crown, I could have danced all night, I could have danced all night, and still have begged for more. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things I've never done before. I'll never know what made it so exciting. Why all at once my heart took flight. I only know when he began to dance with me, I could have danced, danced, danced.
So thanks again. This was so great. It was fun to do the 2 songs bookended like that. That's new for my web series, but maybe we'll do it again. So I'm here with Fun Home through July 28th, and I'm here with Pardo's Turn every Wednesday. So please like, share, comment, subscribe, and buy Julie's album, Introducing Julie Benko. And again, what's next for you?
I'm doing Once at the Mason Street Warehouse in Saugatuck, Michigan in August.
So any Midwestern fans, go check that out. See you next week. Bye. Thanks.
Bye.
So lovely, sitting absolutely still. I would never budge to